everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Becky, and I am the Graduate Recruitment Coordinator for the Goodman School of Business. Today, I'm going to be talking to Elnara, and she has a MBA from 2019 and a Bachelor of Music from 2006. And the purpose for this interview today is I wanted to shed some light on the fact that you do not need a business undergrad to get an MBA. So welcome, Elnara. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So we'll just jump right in. Please go ahead and tell me about your undergraduate studies and how that led you to want to get an MBA.
Well, it was a long road that led me to my MBA. I come from former Soviet Union, and I started my music studies in one of the republics of former Soviet Union. I first entered college, and after completion, I entered a conservatory, which is a university level program. It's a 5-year program. It's very intense and very rigorous. And so I completed 3 years out of 5, and then ended up immigrating to first the United States and then to Canada in 1999. So here in Canada, I had the chance to complete my Bachelor of Music degree at Brock University here at Music Department. And then after completion, of course, there was a question about master's degree. I was always a goal-oriented person, and I always wanted to do a master's degree. But at this time, I was in a completely different country. My life situation was very different. So I started thinking, what would it be? What program would I want to take? And I wanted to take something that is marketable, that is applicable to many job settings. And the MBA sounded attractive to me. So I applied and I got in and I started my MBA journey.
Awesome. That sounds great. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. That definitely sounds like it was a very interesting road to your MBA.
It was.
Yeah. Did your non-business undergrad, in this case music, give you an advantage in your MBA? Did you feel like you had a different viewpoint, perhaps, from some of your peers?
Definitely. I think anyone's background makes them who they are. It's very unique and valuable because it cannot be replicated. So in my case, music may not be related to business, but the training in music gave me a lot of positive things to go forward with in my MBA program. It's like attention to detail, teamwork. We did play a lot in the team settings, appreciation of mentorship, and work ethics. I call music slippery slope because we kind of try to go up to that level. But if we don't work and maintain that level and improve even further, we're going to slide back down very quickly. So music is a lot of work, and we as musicians especially know it, what it is to work hard. And we musicians always strive for improvement, to get better, and to overcome difficulties, no matter how difficult the things are. I was also very fortunate to have a solid mathematical background from the school that I attended before my music program. It was very important for my MBA because a fair amount of classes in MBA program are quantitative classes. So the people that are willing to do an MBA have to be comfortable with that part of the program. So overall, music gave me a lot of skills and maybe mindset to work hard, which is very applicable in a degree, such a degree as MBA.
Absolutely. It sounds like there's a lot of transferable skills and experiences that transfer over to an MBA. I heard you say that music isn't business related, but I would say that there are many businesses that are music related. So there's a way for an MBA to be applicable to almost anything, which is the purpose of this interview today. So how would you say your MBA will help you in your future career? How do you envision that playing out?
Well, at the moment, in my MBA program, I did take a concentration. Uh, you may not choose a concentration, but I chose to have to do a concentration in human resource management. Um, so at this time, I think the better way to proceed for me is to go for a CHRP, which is a professional exam designation and entry-level designation in human resource management. And so in order to take an exam, I have to have a complete list of academic requirements. I have to take 2 more classes actually to fulfill that list. And a degree is necessary to be completed in order to receive the designation. So I think it's a very solid thing on your resume to have CHRP there for further to get employed in this profession.
Yes, that sounds excellent. We're wishing you the best of luck with that. Please feel free to keep me posted. I'd love to hear how that goes.
I will. Thank you.
For the next question, I would like to know something about the MBA program that you felt really worked for you. Can you speak to anything like that?
Oh, absolutely. I was thinking about this, and I think I can pinpoint in my situation one single most important factor is the program's flexibility, that I was able to take it at my own pace. I was able to choose the classes, whatever classes I felt I was up to next, whatever worked with my life. Because at the time of taking MBA, I was running my piano studio. I had a big family to take care of. I had 4 pets, which is around the clock work also. So I could have easily gotten very overwhelmed, and then things wouldn't work for me. So the fact that the program was so flexible was extremely important in my situation, and allowed me to be successful in it. Also, another point is that the program is designed in such a way that you can try different areas of business for yourself, introductory courses in finance, in accounting, in OBHR, which is human resource management, and others, operations management, and trying those introductory courses to those areas of business could help you decide whether you would like to take concentration or not, or do general MBA, and introduces all those areas that people can decide what they like most, whether they have preferences. So I think it's also very, very important and very useful part of MBA and how it's designed.
That's super. I'm so glad to hear you had that experience. Now, about Goodman School of Business in general, what would you say made it different for you? Or perhaps why did you choose the Goodman School of Business?
Well, I think what made it different for me is the variety of students' backgrounds. At first, I thought maybe I'm at some kind of disadvantage when I haven't tried classes that I don't have a business background. But as I moved along, I realized that uh, most of the students did not have business background either. And all the classes were designed in such a way that a non-business person could be successful with hard work and determination. What made it different is the variety of students' backgrounds and where they're coming from and their degrees. Every single class had a group project to work on, and we worked in teams a lot. The fact that you learn from other students just as much as you learn from professors and textbooks is very important, and that variety was very, very useful and very impressive in the program. So that made it different for me, and I appreciated that fact a lot.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. So for our last question, how do you feel that an MBA will assist you in the future?
As I said, I would like to take CHRP professional exam, and in order to take that, a person has to have a complete degree. It can be college degree or undergraduate degree. In my case, it is an MBA. I think it's a very solid thing on my resume. I think it tells a lot about my character, and I'm I am hopeful that it will help me in the future.
Well, that's wonderful. We can't wait to hear where you end up, and we look forward to touching base with you in the future. Do you have any final comments for any students that are either thinking about an MBA or perhaps just starting their journey? And this advice can be anything.
I think if you're up to this, you're feeling that you are up to the challenge, I think it's the right program to apply to and to take. Business is very diverse and very exciting. So it is very challenging. But the years that I spent in my MBA program were the years of tremendous personal growth. And I'm very thankful to Goodman School of Business for this experience. I think it's a great thing, and I feel proud that I've done it. I feel happy about that. So if you're thinking about that, I would suggest go for it.
That's amazing. You touched on so many great points, and I'm so glad to hear that you had such a positive and rich student experience when you were with the Goodman School of Business, because of course that's what we hope that every student will feel. So thank you very much for your time this afternoon. We really appreciate your input and learning more about your background, because it is so awesome to see people coming into the MBA program with such varied backgrounds. So please keep us posted. I look forward to speaking with you again in the future.
Well, thank you very much for having me.